She's the one that you go to when you feel like you've exhausted all other avenues and you're looking for direct sales coaching that gets you quick results. With her tough mama bear strategies, plus her fun, funny, exciting, and outrageously crazy energy infused coaching, she's going to take you from running like a chicken with its head cut off to creating a symmetry between your life and business. Here to help you double, triple, and 10 times your direct sales income, she's Power Coach Alishia. Hey there, I'm Power Coach Alishia, and welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast, where you're going to learn direct sales the smart way. There's no fluff, no handholding, and no bullshit here, just simple systems for your direct sales success. Did you know that what you do for your business today affects it 90 days from now? So, like, literally, think 3 months ahead, and based on what you're doing right now, is it going to be slow, sucky, and stressful, or is it going to rock because you're kicking ass right now and not letting anything stop you? Answer that question. Well, even if you're kicking ass right now, I have a plan so that you can rock it even more. And I'm going to share it with you today because, as you know, a year from now, you'll wish you started today. So welcome to episode 5, where we're talking all about how to do 20 parties in 30 days. Following this plan is the difference in whether or not you rock and roll through the busy season or you have a slow year because you didn't plan ahead. Now, one of the best ways that I have found to overcome any lulls in my business is to do a party push, which is 20 parties in 30 days. Now, before you pass out on me, if you're only doing your business, let's say part-time, which is like 4 to 6 parties a month, then you'll want to just triple the amount of parties that you normally book. So look at the parties that you normally book, not hold, but book, and you just triple that. So if you normally book 4, then you'll book 12. If you normally book 8, then you'll do a 20 party push like I'm suggesting here. And if you normally book 12, then you still are going to do 20 parties. Now, getting 20 parties booked can be hard as hell. And if you stick with me today, throughout this episode, I'm going to be teaching you my 5 booking ninja tricks for getting your calendar filled with these 20 parties. Okay, so I just want you to know that I do realize that it can be very, very hard, especially if you're already struggling to get bookings as it is. That's what's really cool about having me here, though, to guide you and lead you and give you the kick in the ass that you need, because I have the exact plan that will show you how to book 20 parties so that you can skyrocket your success and never run out of bookings again. And I do want you to know that when you're in my Party Plan Power Start program, I'm going to show you how to do just that with my 8-step perpetual bookings formula, 8 different ways to book parties. So right off the bat, in your first 8 weeks in coaching with me in that training, you're going to learn 8 different ways to fill your calendar with parties. And that's just the beginning. So you should definitely check out the Party Plan Power Start program because it's going to rock your world. And you can do that by going to powerstart.directsellersrock.com. Now, of course, like I said, I'm not going to let you leave here without giving you those 5 booking ninja tips. But before I give you those 5 booking ninja tips, I want to make sure that I remind you what the foundation of all of this is before we get into those. So I have 3 steps before the 5 booking ninja tips. The first thing you got to do to set this up and set yourself up for success, to do 20, or I should say book 20 parties in 30 days, is you've got to have a family meeting. You got to get your family on board because you will be batshit banana sandwich crazy busy. Whoa, can't say that 5 times fast. Batshit banana sandwich crazy busy. I love that analogy from my soul sister, Shasta. She's also the VP of Rockstar Direct Sales and the Direct Sellers Rock World. Anyways, When you have this meeting, you need to have some sort of reward that the family gets once you complete this goal. Maybe it's a vacation, a pool, something that will get them really, really, really excited. So, first step before the 5 booking ninja tricks is to have a family meeting, get them on board, and think of what is the family going to go do as the reward for everybody getting on board and supporting you during this time that you're really not going to be around. The number 2 thing that you need to do before you start booking is lay out your calendar. Isn't it crazy how the different parts of this booking series is unfolding? And if I remember correctly, this is part 4. Yes, there is a part 5 to this. So this episode is part 4 in skyrocket your bookings. So number 2 is to lay out your calendar. Now, if you've listened to previous episodes, you've heard me talk about this a couple of times, but here's a quick recap. Figure out where you can put a party so that you have 20 slots available. Because what we've talked about up until this point is making your business fit in your life, right? I taught you how to do that. I taught you how to work what days of the week you want to work, right? So we've already gone through all that. However, when you do a 20 party push, that ain't what it's about. It's about injecting your business wherever it will fit because you need to book 20 parties in 30 days. So you've got to have 20 spots available. Now, this is where most consultants fail. All you got to do is figure out how to open 2 to 3 slots on Saturdays. And voila, you can do parties on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and you get your 20 parties in. So if you have Thursday open, Friday open, and 3 slots on Saturday open, that's over 20 parties if there's 5 weeks in a month, right? Or you could do it differently. You could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and one on Friday, and then do one Friday or every other Saturday. I think you should just go balls to the wall during your 20 party push month. Do Thursday, Friday, and 3 on Saturday. How cool would it be to only work 3 days a week, make a shit ton of money, then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off with your family to do back end work, to have that me time, do your hour of powers, all those other things because you compounded them into actually the easiest days to book. There might not be the best days to book, but they would be your easiest days to book. So Thursday, Friday, 3 on Saturday. Maybe you could do one at 11, one at 2 or 3, and then one at 7. How does that, does that work for you? Is that something you could do? It's 1 month, right? And the number 3 tip before we get into the 5 booking ninja tricks, because I'm going to go in a little bit more detail into the ninja tricks and the how, but the what is you've got to contact every damn body, past hosts, past clients, past guests at parties to get them to book. The key is to give them irresistible offers to book a party with you. Now remember, in the Party Plan Power Start program, you're going to learn exactly what to offer them and how to get them to book so you don't have to figure it out on your own. When I go through the ninja tips, you're going to know what strategies to use, but if you want exact scripting, how to lay it out step by step, that's in the Party Plan Power Start program. Now listen, I never said that this will be an easy intention to accomplish, but it will be worth it because once you do a 20 party push, you will enjoy the freedom to pick and choose who you want to do parties for. So there will be no more of booking everyone that wants to book a party with you because you're desperate. Instead, it'll be the flip where you can do selective booking, which we'll talk about on another episode at some point. You're going to have a fat bank account. So that means tons of extra cash that you get to enjoy. So this month, you're going to have way more money than month because you're doing a 20 party push. And of course, a full calendar for the following month. You don't even have to kind of worry about where the next booking is going to come from because at as many parties as you possibly can without booking further than 30 days, you're going to be following episode 4, which was all about how to book 2 parties at every party. If you have not listened to that, seriously, you got to go back and listen to episode 4 because it's going to teach you all about how to make sure that all these parties you're doing aren't for nothing. It's going to teach you how to stay fully booked. So I want to ask you something. How would you feel if you had a full calendar of parties every month and you didn't have to worry about how you were going to get them or where those bookings would come from? Remember this. Your current month's efforts and results determine how successful your month is going to be 3 months from now. So make sure that you plan ahead and let's rock this out together. Make sure you're part of the Direct Sellers Rock community, and you can join that by going to directsellersrock.com. If you're ready to jump into this with me, link arms and run side by side during this 20 party push, you can go to powerstart.directsellersrock.com. And of course, you want to make sure you have all the show notes from today. So make sure that you do that by going to 005.directsellersrock.com. That's 005.directsellersrock.com. Now, of course, you know that it's no surprise that I always say that bookings are the lifeblood of your business. Without bookings, you have no business. However, this can also be one of the biggest struggles for you in your business. And I hear it all the time. Alishia, I can't get bookings. No one wants to party with me. It's just a bad time of the year. And the list goes on and on and on. So how the hell are you going to book 20 parties in 30 days when you're thinking this way, you feel this way, you're going with this, you're dealing with this struggle? Well, I'm here to tell you that all that you're thinking is crap. If you're complaining that you don't have bookings on your calendar, then you've got to stop your stinking thinking, have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself, and get to freaking work. Either you join the Party Plan Power Start program and let me link arms with you and run side by side, or you figure it out on your own, making, the trial and error, whatever it is, but you have to figure it out. And either you're going to streamline it in your fastest path to cash by us working together, or it's going to take you a lot longer to get there for you to do it on your own. But no matter what, and no matter which one that you decide, I'm going to give you, like I said, 5 booking ninja tricks today to help you get rocking your bookings and really take this to the next level. So there are 4 pillars, like main foundational pillars in the direct sales industry. And then the 5th one is basically your leveraged pillar. So it's kind of all by itself. So booking, hostess coaching, selling and recruiting are your 4 pillars. And then team leadership is like that leveraged pillar. Now, of course, bookings are your main focus, because without bookings, you can't sell. Without bookings, you certainly can't hostess coach because you don't have any hostesses to coach. Without bookings, you can't recruit. And without bookings, you don't have a team. Without bookings, you don't make money. So let's get into these ninja tricks or tips, however you want to think of it. So the first way, or the first ninja trick tip, I totally amuse myself, is texting for bookings. Now, the days on the phone are dead. Like, it's just not what it used to. But texting is all the way where it's at. Now, there's a couple of reasons that texting works so well. One is that texts have a 100% open rate. You got to look at them or the notification will be there forever. 2, people are busy. They don't have time to talk on the phone, or they don't think they have time to talk on the phone, and they get highly annoyed when they feel like they're interrupted. With a text, they can respond when it's convenient for them. So you've got to send texts out to all your past clients, hostesses, and friends and family. Let's just get texts out to everybody. And you need to offer them a bonus for booking a party with you within the next 30 days. Now, I do have a free webinar that you can check out. It's all about bookings, and it teaches you how to structure this text message and the best way to formulate it. And so I guess it's a template. There we go. A template for the text message that you send out. So if you go to 005.directsellersrock.com, the link to that will be right there in your show notes. The number 2 thing you want to do is post on Facebook, because there's plenty of people out there that are friends that you're friends with that want to book parties with you right now. You just haven't enticed them enough or created a need for your product. So rather than posting post after post after post after post after post after post of your business, join my team, buy my product, book a party, which we call here in the Direct Sellers Rock world in the Rockstar Nation, puking all over your friends and family. You need to come from a place with come from a place of service with the post that you do in order to get these bookings. So this is exactly what you post. What is your biggest blank challenge? If you're a 31 girl, you'd put, what is your biggest challenge with organizing? Or what is your biggest organization challenge? Or what is your biggest challenge with keeping your house organized? If you are a, let's say, origami owl consultant, you're not going to want to say, what's your biggest jewelry problem? That's not cool. You could say, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to giving gifts? See how that's changed? If you are with Premier Designs, you could ask, or a jewelry girl, not Origami Owl Locket, but if you're a jewelry girl like Jewels by Park Lane, Origami Owl, those ones, you can say, what's your biggest challenge with accessorizing your clothing? What is your biggest challenge with styling your outfits? What is your biggest challenge with dressing for your body type? It's okay if you put dressing for your body type because long necklaces take off 10 pounds, da 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 da. So you can put that there and still come from a place of service. And when people respond, you just start a conversation with them. And you share with them how your product can solve their problem. But you don't do it so in their face. So you ask that question, people comment, respond back asking questions to get to know their challenge better, their frustration better, and then offer solution with your product. Number 3 is to find a vendor event. Now, listen, most direct sellers go to vendor events with the intention of selling a product. However, when you book a vendor event, you should do that with your main intention being to book parties at that vendor event because that's where you're going to see the biggest return on investment, plus bring new blood into your business. Okay. So, sure, you can sell at vendor events as well, but if you want long-term success, you've got to book parties at vendor events. So the other thing you can do to really boost your 20 parties in 30 days is to have a vendor event. And you can spin your wheels trying to figure out how to get those bookings at the vendor events and how to run them and how to do all of that. Or we do have a Rockstar vendor set, which comes with the set and the training where everything's already done for you. And it shows you exactly how to triple or quadruple the bookings that you get at a vendor event than you would normally get at a home party. So maybe at a home party, you're getting 1 to 2 bookings. At a vendor event, you could be getting 4 to 8 bookings. And that's what this Rockstar vendor set and training does. So that's going to be in your show notes. You can check that out by going to 005.directsellersrock.com. That's 005.directsellersrock.com. We'll have your show notes there for you so you can check out all this stuff and really get what you really need to move forward. And number 4 is to host your own party. Now, a great way to get bookings from past hostesses and customers is to host your own appreciation party. But you got to go like balls to the wall with it. You got to take it up like 1,000 notches. You got to rock it out. And I highly recommend that you do these parties at a restaurant. It will totally boost your attendance. Rather than doing it at your house, do it at a restaurant. They are a phenomenal location to host the VIP hostess happy hour. You can host a mix and mingle event for clients, or you can do an end of year appreciation. Those things will just give you an idea. But again, this event is going to help you for booking 20 parties in 30 days. And here's the thing. You could do all of this in the month before your 20 parties in 30 days pushed. So if you're having a slow summer, you could be doing these things in June and booking up your July, or doing these things in July to book up your August. You see what I'm saying? You want to prepare for your month of 20 parties in 30 days in advance. because you're booking 30 days, up to 30 days out. So it's not very smart to do it in the same month you're in, because it takes momentum to get all those 20 spots filled. Now, one of the other ways that you can book 20 parties in 30 days is have your own client referral program. And that's where your clients refer other people to you to have a party. And you have to come up with some sort of program that incentivizes them to share you with their friends and family and people that you don't know. And when you do incentivize them with a really irresistible offer and bonus, it will get them talking more, and it will help you get fully booked. So now that I've given you these 5 badass tips, it's time for you to take and implement them. You won't book parties if you don't get to work. You won't book parties if you don't take action. You won't book parties if you don't train, trust the training, and implement. So listen to this 3 times, trust it, and get to work. All right. So with that, there was a lot of juice. There's always lots of juice in my rock casts, right? So you always want to be downloading the show notes. You always want to be making sure that you're getting what you need. This is part 4 of 5 in our series. Today we talked about doing 20 parties in 30 days. You can get all the notes, the links, everything, the resources that I talked about today by going to 005.directsellersrock.com. That's 005.directsellersrock.com. And coming up tomorrow, or I should say on the next episode. I'm used to saying tomorrow. Oh, I guess it is tomorrow. How to do 5 parties in one night, and you're going to get a 9-step checklist for that. So next episode 6, we're talking about how to do 5 parties in one night, and you are going to get a freebie on downloading a 9-step checklist. So make sure you join us for part 5 in this 5-part booking series with all of these fab sauce tips, tricks, tools, and strategies to fill your calendar with parties so that you never run out of bookings again. And just to let you know what is coming up here for the Direct Sellers Rockcast is some fabulous ways to boost your sales at parties. We're going to be going into hostess coaching and how to prioritize, organize, manage, and balance your life plus business. So we've got a lot coming up here. Make sure you're joining us. Make sure you're listening. Please review us wherever you're listening to this episode. Leave us a comment. Join us in the Direct Sellers Rock community, and make sure that you're snagging up your show notes. And again, for this show, you can go to 005.directsellersrock.com. All right, well, keep rocking it out, and I will see you on the next Rockcast. Today's episode is brought to you by the Party Plan Power Start program, where you will book more parties, recruit more team members, and take consistent action. This program is packed with monthly business plans to keep you on track with your intentions for the month so that you actually achieve what you set out to do. Badass customer newsletter templates that are written with powerful verbiage to get your clients hot for you, plus the products you offer. Scripted Facebook posts to get interaction all over on Facebook. Daily accountability training. Daily action plans broken down so they're easy for you to implement. Really powerful graphics that you can swipe and use. Business-changing templates to help you understand what you're learning to make sure that you take action. Organization printables to keep you focused on income-generating tasks. And the latest tips, tricks, tools, strategies, and gadgets to keep you on track and excited about your business. We are talking 5 days a week coaching, 52 weeks a year in the Party Plan Power Start program, plus your customer newsletter done for you, and a monthly business plan that you can follow. All of this is in less time than it takes for you to do a party. Check it out at powerstart.directsellersrock.com. That's powerstart.directsellersrock.com.